Hey, 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 Facebook Live, aloha from beautiful Kauai. Um, Facebook on my like page, on my personal page, and aloha to all of you on Periscope and joining us here today. We are going to talk today about the fact that you can do and that at the end of the day that you are got your own best interest at heart. So what do I mean by that? The reason my title is like that is the question I get asked sometimes. Especially network marketing, we're team players. In my business, we're kind of like individual team players. And thank you for joining. Let me know where you're coming from, and I'll give you a shout out. If what I deliver is going to give you some value, please swipe left or right, up or down on Periscope, and also please share. Tap the bottom left hand screen on Facebook, and you can share. And then also on the right hand side, thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate that. On the right hand side on on Facebook, you can click to be notified of my post, so when I go live you get notified and you'll be on time. So guys, you have your own best interest at heart. And what do I mean by that? Do I mean that you are selfish? No, I don't mean that you are selfish or should be selfish at all, and step on others to get where you want to be. What I do mean by that is that at the end of the day, let's all be realistic about this, right? At the end of the day, we all have our own best interests at heart. It just is. The question is, do I need to be selfish? Do I need to work for others? Or what do I need to do in a situation where we are team players and we're a bunch of people together? Now, in a network marketing team, the team play is very, very important. However, guys, at the end of the day, you are in charge of your own business. You are your own boss. You are the one that is responsible for your own results. Even in my regular job that I do in vacation counseling, I'm responsible for my own performance, you know. And when it comes to our virtual assistant service and my coaching, you know, the better I promote myself and the better I promote that service, the more money we would make. So you always need to remember that, yes, of course, your buddies, and there's probably not a better example than my buddy Brandon that is joining me on Facebook Live on my personal page here, watching out for my best interests and really caring and wanting to help. Totally get that. And I do the same for him, and I appreciate when others do that for us. Let me know where you're joining from, Randy. Guys, but in the end of the day, it's all about you. So when something is going to conflict between you and somebody else, and it's between your best interest and somebody else's best interest, let's be logical and be realistic about it, that you are going to do what is best for you first. It just is, you know. Does that mean that you have to ignore the feelings or the needs of others? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You need to watch out for people, because the more you give, the more you will receive. The more good things you put out there in the universe, the more you will get back. So always remember that. And sometimes it is noteworthy and it is worthwhile to eliminate conflict, to have better things in the future, and to know that whatever good you did will come back to you, to put your best interest on the back foot and serve the best interest of someone else. And I promise you, when you do that, you will just receive more. And what I want to say to you, but you always need to be looking out for yourself, because not everyone is. Most people are only looking out for themselves. Some are there to help you up to a point. So always remember that in your business, at your job, that you are responsible for yourself first. You need to watch out for yourself. You need to put your own best interest first, in such a way that you don't damage the interests of the company or your own business or the relationship of your friends. And so sometimes, yes, do take a back seat, do take a step back. But if there is no conflict, and sometimes you need to even step forward on your own when there could be conflict. Now that is something that I highly recommend that you meditate about, and that you pray about. If it's an ongoing situation, if it's a spur of the moment, the more you train your brain and your thoughts to be positive and hug the moment and know that it's there for a reason, the better it will be for you to learn how to deal with it in the moment. So you're not always going to put your best interests hard, but do know that nobody cares more for yourself than you, and you always need to know that. This is Johan. This is Friday for us. This is the last day of our work week. Of course, tomorrow is still a work day for me with my business, and I'm looking forward to welcoming some new coaching clients on board. I'm also meeting with the representative from my mentor to help us, and with my assistants tonight, to further present to you a really, really great gift, which is going to be called the 7 questions you absolutely should ask when considering joining a network marketing company or joining a home-based business. And that is going to automatically give you guys our free video book series, how to craft an unstoppable growth and contribution in your life. Thanks for joining. I appreciate that. Randy, thanks for joining. Thank you, Coffee Meta, for joining. Guys, if you let me know where you're coming from, I'll give you a shout out. Otherwise, I want to let you know that it looks like there's some sun, and I'm gonna go catch some of that, and maybe I even catch a couple waves. So take care, guys. All of the best. God bless. Aloha. Speak to you tomorrow.